We're live. Welcome back to DonsTV. We're joined by Isaac Ogundere and Rob Boyce, following a 1-1 draw against Morecambe here at home at the Cherry Red Record Stadium. Isaac, how was that?
Yeah, disappointing not to come away with all 3 points, but as I said, the performance game was really good, and yeah, I think we just have to keep on pushing now to Tuesday and get the 3 points.
Absolutely, a very, very busy schedule coming up. What does that look like for you and the boys now, sort of getting into that schedule and making sure you're ready and recovered?
Just recovery. I think where you've got this busy schedule, I think you just have to take every day as it comes, get recovering, different techniques the lads have. But yeah, hopefully we'll all be good for Tuesday.
Isaac, I think it's interesting that we've come away disappointed with a 1-1 draw against Morecambe. We were third in the form table. I think that says a lot about our current home form. You know, normally when we go 1-0 up, you even alluded to a stat yourself that we haven't dropped points since September. So, you know, when we have got such good home form, do we just kind of take this one on the chin and move on to the next? Is that the best approach, really?
Yeah, I think we just move on to the next. I think we just look at the performance today. It was good. I know that sometimes we're disappointed. Well, we are disappointed when we concede this late on, but I think the performance was good today. As you said, we haven't conceded a goal since we've gone up to 1-0, and we haven't conceded since September. So I think that's a good start, and we just have to. I think really we just pride ourselves on clean sheets and obviously keeping the goals up. So yeah.
How are you finding it working with a new back four? Obviously, you know, Balmer and Brown, the centre back pairing for you, probably used to playing with Lewis and Ryan Johnson. How are you finding that working with them too?
Yeah, I think they've been excellent since they came in. I think especially Browny playing that position. I think he's been very good, and obviously Kofi as well. He's been excellent. And I think just the whole back five have been really good, especially Alex Bass as well, keeping us in games. And I think his distribution today was great. But yeah, as I said, the two centre backs they're doing well. I think they've gelled well. We've got some good results. So yeah, I think they've been good.
Something you mentioned sort of just before we came on air and sort of touched into how good Lee Brown and Kofi Balmer and you guys have been at that back line is we haven't had too many shots inside our box. How encouraging for that is you going into more games and stuff, knowing that, you know, it takes 2 wonder goals at Accrington, it takes sort of a goalmouth scramble. I was down the south stand, so I didn't have a great view of it. Sort of how confident that is you, knowing that when we go into games we can go in and we're going to be defensively sound? Yeah,
it's good. I think Bezo, Terry Skiverton and Gaffer just all get into our heads at how high we have to defend. You can see it today, we're all sprinting out to the ball when it goes out wide, stepping up as quick as we can. So I think that's why we don't get many shots in the box and we defend our box really well. So I think we just have to keep on priding ourselves off that.
We're going to a running game of Saturday, Tuesday at the moment. Busy fixture. Do you prefer that rather than training? Do you prefer running games, or does it get a bit hectic? Obviously, you kind of said you got up 3:30 in the morning on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
No, I prefer playing as many games as possible, to be honest. I think, you don't get paid for training, you get paid for what you do in the game. I think, so I think, I just want to play as many games, so the team want to play as many games as possible and get ourselves up the league.
Obviously, an academy graduate, how good is it to be out on the pitch, you know, a packed out Plough Lane and having everyone sing your name as they do in the south stand? Yeah,
I think it's great. I love it here. I just love playing in front of the fans. The fans are so good with me, especially all the other academy graduates as well, and just show us the love that they always give us on the pitch. But yeah, it just gives you an extra little boost on the pitch.
So when Omar scored, it was like, it's quite nice down. Everyone seems to be, so all the players are bought in and fans love that. And how good is that for you guys to be able to relish in that with the fans? Yeah,
it's something that we haven't had much joy here over the couple of years that I've been here, especially through the academy, watching the first team. We haven't had much joy, and to see the fans now are really happy, love watching us play football, and we can put some good performances on for them. It's good to see, and yeah.
Feels like something special building, doesn't it? It feels like this season it really is building up, and I think as performance on the pitch, we're at home. We started off, I think our form wasn't great at home, and we seem to have really shaken that off, as we've done quite often. And we've mentioned to a lot of players that come on the show about resilience. Just how important is resilience to us as a squad and the way we play? Yeah,
I think resilience is very important. I think we just take every game as it goes. We never get on that high horse when we win. Always stay at a level where we know we're in and around it, we know where we need to be, but at the same time we know that we can't get too high and then too low. I think we just need to keep it at a level and obviously keep on playing every game as it comes.
Tom kind of alluded to something special is building here. Like, I think all the fans and manager want the playoffs. You as a team and as a squad, is it just game by game, or are you looking at the league table at full time? Like, what's the mentality like in the change room?
It's game by game, but obviously our ultimate goal is to get promoted, is to get in the playoffs. So I think all the boys know that when they step onto the pitch, but obviously we take it game by game. We don't look too far ahead, as I said, especially when we win. Don't get that high horse, because we know we've got another 15, 14 cup finals left to get into that playoff position.
let's dream a little bit here. How good out a Wembley day would it be for
Yeah,
us?
it'll be lovely. I think, yeah. Even Gaffer says it himself when he was a pro. He never had the chance to go to Wembley. So yeah,
He wants to get himself a
our
seat,
goal.
doesn't he,
Yeah,
on the touchline
yeah,
of
that's
Wembley.
where he wants to get there.
I think
But,
as a fan though, like, you know, if I was a player, I'd be nervous going out into a playoff final. Like, is that something which goes through your head if you were to get there? Is that something you ever think about? Like, I just think that's such a big occasion. We're playing in front of 80,000 fans.
No,
you know, like,
yeah, it's a massive occasion, but it's good to have a little bit of nerves, I think, when you're going out, because that pushes you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because you know that it's a big occasion. You know it's one of the biggest games of the club's history now. So I think, yeah, that we just have to, as I said, don't get too high, don't get too low. Yeah.
Looking at, sorry, I know we're getting a little bit on the Wembley trend here, but looking at this year's sort of kit releases, obviously we've just had our new shirts come out on the walkout jacket. With a small sponsorship, sort of, it'd be perfect time to get to Wembley with a nice track jacket walkout.
Yeah, it would.
I think that would be the perfect year for it.
No, it would.
Have you seen the stuff in the shop?
Not yet, but I've seen the old shirts, sorry, and they look unreal.
Yeah.
I've actually asked for one myself, but yeah, they look good. But yeah, nah.
and at the moment, you're talking the shirts. You have the shirt at the moment, but obviously, I'm sure Hassan Bilal is pushing you in training. Is that, you know,
Yeah.
is he breathing down your neck, or do you feel any pressure from him? Obviously, you two. I know you both came through the academy. You get along well.
Yeah.
Is it just,
I
you
think
know,
me and Huss, I think we're such good mates where we know we're pushing ourselves, but at the same time, this position that we play never affects our relationship as friends, and we just know at the end of the day it's gonna be whoever's playing better, and it's down to that. You just, when you get the shirt, as Gaffer says, you have to keep your place. But yeah, I think me and Huss always push each other. We always do extras after training together, just working with each other to make each other better. So yeah.
Yeah, something Jake Reeves alluded to. It's not. There's no sort of egos involved in who's sitting on the starting 11. It's you know, everyone wants to work best for the team. How good is that being in a squad that just wants the best for everyone?
Yeah, everyone wants to be in the same position, fighting for promotion. So I think no one gets too angry that they're not playing. You can see on the bench as well when we score, the lads are up cheering. You can hear them on the sideline cheering. Like, we all want the same thing, and yeah, we have the same goal.
Is that sort of the same feeling at the training grounds? Everyone's together. Obviously, we were down last Wednesday, and the feel in there just feels really good.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, since we've come back to Plough Lane, we've been rebuilding and building. And I think it's just sort of getting to a point now where it feels really nice, and everyone really feels strong and together. And how is that as a player and sort of as a squad?
Yeah, it's proper nice. I think what they've done to the changing room, the massive difference is the changing room, where last year the lads coming into the team wouldn't really be in the change room. There'd be a separate change room, where now all lads together, all the young lads together with the seniors and everything. So it makes you build proper relationships that maybe you thought, oh yeah, you couldn't build that relationship with someone, and that all comes into play when you step into the pitch, training every day. So yeah.
and down the training ground, I noticed we've implemented a chef and got a kitchen. Has that kind of help build up a rapport rather than going down Woody's pub, for example? Like, has that made the team come together a little bit more, or helped, would you say?
Yeah, obviously the pub wasn't ideal to go eat there, but you just got to make do. But yeah, with the new chef now, the nutrition, everything like that, I think it's perfect. And he feels part of the family as well. So there's Monique as well, his assistant, where her and Albert all feel part of the team. All feel they come down, watch the games, support us. So yeah, it's
very
good.
Wimbledon, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, sort of all
proper.
part of that same sort of ethos and all together. And
Yeah.
And is that something that inspires you and the team, sort of all pitching in together?
Yeah, definitely. We did see all the team do it for the people who work hard on the training ground for us, the people who do the changing, the chefs, especially the fans as well. We just work hard. We try to do everything for you guys. So yeah, the morale at the moment's good, and we just have to keep it that place.
And also, final question for me, obviously we brought in 5 new players in January. Well, if you don't include Joe Lewis, he was already here. 5 new players. How have they settled in? Any good funny characters? Any good banter in the WhatsApp group? Like,
I think
any good initiation songs?
I think they're all good. I think when you got people like Piercy, Harry Pell, Lee Brown moulding them into the group, I think it's a perfect way to come in. Especially they all make you feel welcome. Everyone in the team makes you feel part of this already. Especially you can ask them now; they'll tell you they feel like they've been there for probably a year now. So yeah, it's good.
It's very, very important, and sort of, I think you can see it out on the pitch, can't you? Everyone is all together.
Yeah, definitely.
However, it's very cold up here, and you are in shorts and sliders, so I think we'll leave it there.
Cheers.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see everyone back here on Tuesday night as we take on Crawley Town in League Two.